This is what we're working on this week, and now I'll show you how we got here and how we're going to take it further. Okay, first of all, I started with these beautiful gel prints from my massive big glorious gel elf plate. These were actually the very first gel prints that I pulled from this beautiful big plate. Glorious colours that I had pulled onto wet strength tissue. All of my favourite rich warm tones of red, violet, bronze, copper. I rolled onto the plate and then I spritzed it with water, and when that layer dried, I added some more with the fabulous iridescent bronze fine and the transparent red iron oxide right across my glorious big plate. It was so much fun and it was just so exhilarating doing such massive big incredible prints. I pulled them with the Liquitex unbleached titanium onto wet strength tissue and they pulled up absolutely glorious. Now you can see these fabulous prints in all of their glory on my very first episode with my fabulous big gel plate. Now the other print that I'm also working with had a layer of the beautiful bronze, and then I put on the gold, and then I added the Liquitex bronze, which is a slightly darker brownier bronze. All of these beautiful metallic colors work so well together, and then I pulled the print with the fabulous copper to create these beautiful rich tones of earthy metallic colors. These prints have also been pulled on wet strength tissue, and I know that all of these beautiful papers are going to look stunning together. So now I have all of the beautiful papers, and I've pulled out this canvas, which is 61 by 91 centimeters or 24 by 36 inches. I'm getting more adventurous now. This gel plate has changed my life. I'm taking a step up in size of the canvases I'm using. I'm so excited. Look at the beautiful prints of them, putting them on the canvas and deciding how I want to glue them down. Which pieces do I like? Which pieces do I want to put together? And I'm going to use my favorite Liquitex matte gel medium to adhere them to the canvas. It's all just a matter of deciding which way I want to put them down, and do I want the canvas to be vertical or horizontal? That's another question. I know the prints are going to look beautiful together, so it really doesn't matter exactly if I use this piece or that piece. I'm just putting them down, working with what I've got and seeing how it's going to turn out. What I love about this kind of mixed media application is the process. It's in the movement of making it. It's in the actual energy of the creativity is how the artwork comes together. Gluing the papers down, do I want them on the bottom or do I want them sitting on the top? That's really all the decision is. I'm not too worried. I'm not stressed about it because I know that I can change things as I move along. I can add more collage. I can add more paint. This is far from over. In fact, these beautiful gel prints are only the beginning of this incredibly fabulous mixed media artwork. So as I'm working, I'm wrapping that paper around the side of the canvas. I really like the way it looks so finished when the colors are wrapped around the side. And it's super easy because all of these prints are on wet strength tissue. They glue down super easy. They're super soft and very thin. They do wrinkle a little with the matte gel medium, but this is a collage and I do like texture. So I'm not too stressed about it. Just keep moving forward, keep making decisions and keep developing the artwork. I'm still deciding if I like it vertical and horizontal. I'm really not sure. The gel prints really are only the beginning of the canvas. They're like the base coat. Now, once I've got it all covered with my fabulous, beautiful prints, I pulled out my favorite Liquitex spray paint, which is an acrylic spray paint in the fabulous cadmium red, pulled out a stencil and sprayed some branches across the canvas. Now, I like the look of this texture, the beautiful water spray. It's very organic. It's lovely little patterns. So I was thinking it kind of looked like some blossoms. Maybe I'll enhance that feel on the canvas and sprayed some shapes and textures right over the top. Now, these don't necessarily have to stay in the long run. I'm not sure where I'm headed with the canvas. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. It's really about just taking no those steps, going through that process and developing the art in the making of it. It's so much fun. You just have to trust yourself and keep going and know that if you don't like it, you can fix it. It's a collage, baby, and it's a mixed media. We can do anything with this artwork. Right, so now this is where the canvas is at. I really do like it. I'm still not sure exactly which way it's going to go, but I do know that I need to see it standing upwards and I need to get a bit more distance, and it's too big for my table. So I've got my easel now. Here we go. We're moving on to the next stage. My fabulous new easel from Mead & Paints has arrived. Yay, team! I'm so excited. I can't wait. And when I open the box, I'm like, oh man, I didn't think about putting it together, but here we go. Ta-da, ta-da! Look at my beautiful new easel. It's absolutely wonderful. Everything's changeable. All of the heights change. All of the levels move. It can go back, forward. It actually can go completely flat. I've never had such a fancy easel before. Now, of course, I did actually ask my son to help me put it together. Well, disclaimer, he actually put it together, but I did help. I handed him the screwdriver. It's absolutely fabulous. It's such a beautiful easel. Thank you to Mead & Paints. Now, if you want to find any of the Mead & products that I'm using, have a look in the description. Under the video, there's a 10% discount code. Royal Art, of course, will get you a discount. The paints that I use and this beautiful new amazing easel. It's a new day in the studio. We're now upright. Things are bigger. Oh man, this gel plate has changed my life. I know I keep saying it, but it has extremely. So we have to think about now, which way do we like the painting? Do we like the canvas this way in landscape mode, or do we like it more vertical? This is the question. This is the very first question that we have to answer before we move on to this glorious new day of creativity. I'm liking it this way. Which way do you like it? Vertical or horizontal? I think I'll start with it this way because I could always turn it around the other way. Now what am I going to do? I could add paint. I could add collage. I could add more papers. I definitely have some more beautiful gel prints that I could add. Where do I want to take the beautiful mixed media painting next? That's the question. I'm thinking I might pull out a palette of some of these colours and maybe just add a little bit more paint to it and start with that idea. Now, I'm not exactly sure what I want to do. I have a palette of the beautiful colours, which are mostly already in the prints that are now stuck on the canvas. I've got not a huge brush, a medium brush. I do have another smaller one I might use as well. What I love about the easel is it comes with wheels. So I can move it around. Everything's adjustable. Oh, it's magnificent. Yes, my son did a fabulous job putting it together. I was so grateful. So I'm thinking maybe we might just add a little bit of paint onto it and then decide what we're going to do next. Okay, so what would it look like if we put it horizontal? I think I got a little carried away with the gold. What does it look? Oh, look, I've christened my easel I've already got paint on it. So what does it look like this way? I don't know. I think we should do something a little bit more drastic with it this way. Let's add a little bit deeper colour to it. What about we splash on some ink like there and deepen some colour and create some, oh yeah, baby. Create some line. And I've christened my easel. It's not going to be beautiful and pristine anymore. I probably should have taken a photo while it was looking so beautiful, because it's now not going to be. Let's add a little bit of texture going this way and see if we like that idea, because if you don't, we can always wipe it off again. No big deal. And if we spray some of the paint that's already on there as well, which is still wet, that'll create some more line and texture. It'll also reveal some of the underneath layer that I may have really covered with my extravagant paint. So, you know, that's a good idea too. Let's do that. Just loosen up all the paint. Oh, so therapeutic watching it run. I love it. I really love abstract art. And with this kind of application, you can just keep putting it on and wiping it off, or putting it on and washing it off, or adding more paint, taking more off it, until you get happy with how it's looking. It's all about addition and subtraction until you finally feel like, that's what I wanted to make. And if you don't feel like that, well, you just keep at it. Right, so I think I might leave it to dry a little before I decide if I like it, what else I want to do with it. Do I want to add any other colours or any other layers? Little bit of drying, and then I have to decide if I want it to be vertical or horizontal. But man, it's so much fun. Okay, so this is what we have now that the painting is somewhat dry. Not entirely, but almost. I'm thinking of putting some contrasting colour, like maybe some pale blue on it. I don't know if this idea is going to work, but I do like the idea, and if it doesn't work, I'll wipe it off. But I'd like to add a little contrasting something. And I've decided that we're going with the vertical composition. Finally, a decision about that. This is how it's going to be, a little contrasting colour, and I think I'll probably leave it at that because it's a very nice abstract. Well, I say that, but are the paintings really ever finished? For me, they just stop in interesting places, and you never quite know. I might pull it down from hanging on the wall one day and add a little bit of something else. So we'll try this idea, see how it goes, and then decide if we're going to let it rest. I'm really liking the blue and the prism violet that I added. It's got really nice movement to it, and being contrasting colours, it just kind of really pops. I love it, actually. It's feeling very wispy, almost feathery. Oh, maybe we'll add some feathers. Yes, I think we should. I think we should add feathers or birds. Feathers. All right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. You see how that happens? The ideas just develop as you're moving, as you're creating, as you're coming up with ideas. You just got to have courage to push on, to overcome the self-doubt and to try it. I'm definitely liking the feather idea. I may have to actually lay it flat because I'm thinking I've got some really nice stencils. So we might pull out some stencils. Not sure about the colour. Maybe we'll do it in some medium. Oh, what about some glass beads? Ooh, that could be possible. So I ended up deciding on using solar paste. Simon Hurley solar paste. I found it on Amazon. I absolutely love it. You open it up, you scoop it out, and you can use it straight away. It's like stencil butter, acrylic, thicker, medium, mixed with a beautiful colour. Now, this one's called Beluga. I know, funny name. But what I like about it is it's a pearlescent. It's kind of an interference blue opaly colour. So when I put it straight through the stencil, it looked white, but I was thinking that as it dried, it would end up looking more pearlescent, more bluey pearlescent, opalescent. That's the word I was thinking of. I was thinking that it should look more like that. So when it was a little bit drier, I sprayed on some of the beautiful eye inks in the bronze. I've got a little bit left in this bottle. Oh man, this spray is like gold because I can't get it anymore. It's so tragic. It's been discontinued. The beautiful bronze shimmer, adding a fabulous metallic shine across the beautiful feather stencils. I wanted it to blend more into the background. That was the reason I sprayed on the bronze shimmer. Then I was pretty happy, went to bed. Very happy with my painting, and now it's all finished and dried. So what do you think of my beautiful painting? Started out as jelly prints, now, ta-da, it's a mixed media finished artwork on canvas. What I love about the beautiful painting is you can see all of the fabulous layers. I can see the original gel prints underneath. I can see some of the glorious red branches, the first layer of paint, the second layer of paint, the additional layers of paint, and then of course the beautiful feathers on top. I'm really loving the texture of it. I love the richness and the opulence of the colours. You can even see that fabulous muted violet line of the ink that I put on and then sprayed. The beautiful colours turned out fabulous, and I really like the feather colour in the Beluga solar paste. Now, if I turned it towards the light a bit more, with my fabulous easel with the wheels, I love it. Look, oh look, as I put it into the light, you can see catching all of that glorious metallic colour, and now you can see, I'm sure you can see more of that opalescence in the blue of the feathers. They look rather glamorous. Look at all the fabulous metallic shine when you get it in the light. Yes, I'm pretty happy with it. I like this colour, this opalescent colour. It's pretty nice. So there we are, all done, all finished on a canvas. My first gel print painting on a canvas in a mixed media artwork style in my large format. Now, if you are wanting more classes and lessons on mixed media techniques, especially 100 days of collage, have a look on Skillshare. I have a lot of lessons there. If you're wanting more personal videos, join me on Patreon. You'll also find 100 days of collage there as well, as we go through a year-long guided journey. Now, if you're looking for a free connection to what I'm doing, jump in and join me on my Facebook group, Creative Adventures Making Art. Just make sure you answer the admin questions or Libby won't open the door. It's a fabulous community there, very encouraging and inspiring, and so many fabulous artworks to look at. You'll find more information in the description under the video. You'll also find out more of who I am on my website, where you can buy some of my fabulous original artworks, froyalart.com. Now, come back and join me again next week. What are we going to be doing? I'm not sure, but it's going to be beautiful. It's probably going to be large size and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I look forward to seeing you then.